Shedeur Sanders, your boy, your favorite quarterback in the league, he's still third string. Any take on that? Dillon Gabriel's a starter, and he's still third string.
Well, I would say this. The only thing about this that makes sense is they don't want.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They don't want Dillon feeling the pressure of Shedeur being the backup. Now, the only way I see this as being fair is when they start Shedeur, because I do think Shedeur will get a start here shortly. They make Dillon Gabriel the third string as well. That's the only big picture.
You think Dillon's going to go to third string? So you think Flacco's going to stay second string?
Right, and Flacco's the backup for whichever young quarterback is starting. And the reason I say that is because from a schematic standpoint with the roster, a lot of times the third quarterback is inactive on game day. Meaning, if he gets in the game, none of the other quarterbacks can go back in the game.
Yep. Here's the thing, though. Why? That makes no sense.
I know it's a dumb rule, but a lot of teams.
No, not the rule. I'm saying this whole thing, Flacco being number two. Like, if this is let's just call it a wash year. It's a wash year.
JB, listen. what makes no sense is drafting Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur.
Well, no doubt. The whole thing.
What double makes no sense is starting Joe Flacco week one.
Like
I went on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, and I do a weekly spot there. To me, they're not a playoff caliber team.
No
they're
doubt.
a playoff caliber defense, but not team.
Right.
I would have alternated games with Dillon and Shedeur, and I would have said it publicly and internally. You're going to start every other game. It does not matter if you play great or you play terrible. And at the end of the year, we're going to evaluate a large body of information to determine, do we think one of you can be our franchise quarterback? Because if
that sounds great, but they would look like a fucking mocker.
Yeah, they go back and forth. We ain't never seen that before.
Listen, when have you ever seen a team draft two quarterbacks in the third and fifth round?
Washington Redskins?
No, they drafted RG3 in the first and Kirk Cousins later. RG3 was the unquestioned guy.
Third and fifth round never happened.
Like third and fifth means, okay, we kind of feel the same way about both of these guys, but it doesn't make sense because you did not have an established player at quarterback. It'd been different if the Ravens, who got Lamar Jackson there, said, you know what, we're tired of Huntley being the backup and, all these,
Cooper Rush. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we're going to draft two young guys and let them sit behind Lamar, and 2 years from now, we'll see which one we think. That's different.
And you still got Deshaun Watson sitting there rehabbing.
Right, but you knew he was out this year.
No, I know. I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you could have got a free agent, though, instead of drafting two Qs and got another player.
But that's how bad they are. They did get a free agent. They got Kenny Pickett.
That's how bad it is, man.
That's how bad they are. So if you're going to be bad, then go try something.
Or where'd he go? Where'd Kenny Pickett go?
I forgot where he was in the league.
He's in Vegas. Remember?
Yeah, he's with you. He's with you at the cigar lounge right now.
Got his own locker.
Motherfucker got a little hand.
Hey, shout out to my boy D. Waller. Darren Waller's a member here, too. I text him. He came back, had a big game, probably made himself $40-50 million in one night. He going to get paid this offseason based on that.
When he's healthy, he's a bad boy.
I thought he was done. I don't get what's happening.
He retired, yeah. That's my homie.
He wanted to go make a couple songs with NBA Youngboy. Now he's back.
Did he?
Yeah,
he's a rapper. He's a musician.
Last song, cool. John Gruden, love it. Finally cool with John Gruden and Waller.
So here's the thing. He actually has really good music. The problem is the world has never embraced a former athlete going to be a rapper. They just don't take you serious. No matter how good your music is, they don't take you serious.
Damian Lillard.
Shaq, Lillard.
Right, who can really flow.
Dame can really spit.
Yeah, but they never took him serious.
Shaq went platinum. Shaq went platinum, though, respectfully.
No, I know.
What was he? With the Fushnikins or whatever the group was?
Yeah, Fushnikins.
Yeah.
The Fushnikins.
And Shaq had hella features on all, Biggie on the shit.
Yeah,
Shaq's kind of outlier.
Yeah, legends on there. That's kind of hard when you think about it.
Shaq's kind of an outlier because he's 9'20", and he weighs like 500 pounds. Like, is he kind of different animal?
Right.
Yeah,
outlier.
I don't know. The whole thing's a joke. Our thumbnail is basically
LiAngelo Ball.
Our thumbnail about Lamar. My thing is with AJ when he came on earlier, like it comes down to like I'm not going to sit here and play 2020 or hindsight 2020, but I just want to look at it and be like, look, the organization still matters at the end of the day. Cleveland's a bad organization. Baltimore's a better one. Like,
so let me say this, JB.
By the way, he's still the third string either way, right?
There is a point for younger quarterbacks that are prominent brands in college going into the National Football League. It's a different animal. So don't overthink the process. So I don't know if this is true, but there are multiple reports that said Shedeur asked the Ravens not to select him. And here's the lesson in that. There's only 32 of these companies in the world. Don't alienate any of them. Because let's say Baltimore was going to take Shedeur. All of a sudden, guess what? He'd be in a position to be the savior. Baltimore's struggling. It could be Shedeur next man up in Baltimore with Derrick Henry, with Zay Flowers, with DeAndre Hopkins looking good, with Isaiah Likely coming back and Mark Andrews, with Rashad Bateman. So I'm just saying, you young guys, don't get carried away because you're a big fish in your college bubble. Be humble. Well, whoever selects you, go there and be the best version of yourself you can, because you don't never know when your shot gonna come. Shit,
or you get it with the Baltimore and still been third string behind Cooper Rush and been in the same position.
It would
but you don't know that. Maybe Baltimore was a little more organic in their evaluation. Maybe he showed the things he needed to show for them to be like, we're gonna give him this shot. You just don't know. Like, listen, I was drafted 50th pick in the draft, second round, to go to Tampa and develop behind Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer falls on a rollout in the Seattle game and breaks his collarbone. And guess what? I'm in the game.
That's real. But you was a second rounder though, so you had a little bit more. You know what I mean? Fifth round, they ain't got no investment in you. That's kind of cool.
The lesson was I went and worked my butt off, and I was the backup.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Listen, I do understand it. I'm just saying, let's not act like he's crazy for his mindset too. I feel what y'all saying.
Oh, he's crazy. When it's only 32 of these jobs in the world, and you tell multiple job openings, potential job openings, you're not interested, that's crazy.
I don't know about multiple. Only thing I heard is that the Baltimore Ravens, since his daddy had a direct relationship with GM and Shedeur knew him, they had a regular conversation, and he just explained that, hey, you have a Lamar Jackson who's fucking 27, 28 in his prime. I'm never going to have a chance to start here ever.
But you can't say that, and that's why it's a ludicrous mindset, and that's why I can't believe your young ass is sitting there capping for that shit. People get hurt. Things happen. Look, now, never turned into right now.
So now I have to be a backup for a guy who I respect, and my only chance of playing is me wishing that he gets hurt.
Not at all.
Because that's what it is. Let's be real. You play the league. I know guys who fucking practice squad, third string, whatever, who they know the only way they'll see the field is if somebody, their teammate get hurt. And they're not trying, they don't want them to get hurt, but at the same time they kind of do because they want to play. So it's like, damn, I'm going to go back up Lamar and just sit here.
Were they fifth rounders?
It's just weird. Where Cleveland is like, let's be real.
Were they fifth rounders?
Flacco is done. Flacco's 40 years old. So it's like, all right, bet, boom. A fucking Kenny Pickett was never fucking the guy. So now I'm thinking like, okay, I gotta show that I'm better than the other rookie. So I like my chances better as a competitor. Now we'll see if it works out. Maybe it doesn't. But I'm saying from a mindset standpoint, I at least understand. Y'all act like he just fucking like he's just slow or something for even doing this.
But he was a fifth rounder. Oh my God. That's what you keep missing the point. He wasn't a first rounder with options. That's the whole point about this. I've never seen a fifth rounder be able to nitpick this thing like this.
I think I'm looking at it still from a different angle. This was done pre-draft.
That's what I'm saying.
Not during the draft. You don't know where you're going to get drafted pre-draft. You have an idea. You have a belief system in place based on the information.
And people projected them in the first round, right?
But you don't know where you're going to get drafted. What I'm saying is, let's say I do fall. I'd rather go to Baltimore in the third round to back up Lamar than go to this bullshit Cleveland Brown organization where every quarterback since Bernie Kosar has flamed out and been mismanaged and mishandled by the organization. So you don't always know, if not Baltimore, then it's going to be this place. That's my thing. Don't alienate. And I'm just talking to the young guys, because with these NILs and with these fan bases, a lot of these young guys got a lot of momentum coming out of college. I'm saying don't play yourself. There's only 32 of these jobs in the world, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. The 32 part is the problem.
I respect you. I understand. I just think it's quarterback's a different position, and there's only one quarterback on the field. It's not D-line. It ain't wide out. It ain't linebacker.
Smitty,
I know.
Lecture me on quarterback.
I know.
I'm telling you, it's 32 of these jobs in the world. A lot of teams only keep 2 active quarterbacks, so that means there's 64 spots. I'm not telling none of the goddamn potential employers, don't draft me.
That's crazy. It's the I don't know what it's called. If it's arrogance, if it's simply relying on his daddy to save the day that he always seemed to do. Let's revamp this real quick since it's a thumbnail and listen to what Prime actually said.
This shit's annoying.
So I could hear it.
Been keeping up with Shedeur in Cleveland. What's the best piece of advice you've given him as a dad and as a coach?
Be patient and be ready. You got to be ready when it's time. But when it's time, you're going to know. And it's coming up.
There we go.
You know, I got a prediction. I ain't telling nobody. I got a feeling when it's going to go down. But it's going to go down this year.
It's going to happen. All right.
Yeah, he going to get a shot.
And that's all you can ask for as a player. All you can ask for is the opportunity, right?
Tell me this, because this is all over the media, because I know y'all keep it a buck. That's why I love y'all to life.
Yes.
They made a big deal out of Philly called us on draft day.
Okay.
They didn't mention that. I just let a cat out of the bag.
I didn't know that. Yeah, okay.
Who was it? Baltimore.
And
the Browns. And the Browns. They forget, I know, I played for Baltimore, so me and Ozzy are cool. So we understood that whole conversation, and he wanted to talk to Shedeur as well as you want to talk to me. And I put Shedeur on the phone, and Shedeur, I don't want to say how it went, but how in the world can somebody fault him for saying or thinking, why in the world would I go back up Lamar for 10 more years?
For sure.
I've never sat on the bench and said, well, I learned a lot today.
But you're not a quarterback. See, I think people don't understand. Like these guys don't understand. This ain't quarter. We're not talking about quarterback. We're talking about quarterback, not a corner, homie. That's what I don't.
I'm so glad you said that, JB.
It's a different mind. These cats don't understand.
That's a Hall of Famer right there.
It don't matter. He didn't play quarterback.
That's a Hall of Famer. Better than all of us on this thing combined.
It don't matter.
I want to say
Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Hey, I love Deion Sanders.
You gotta lead. You ain't gotta lead with that.
No.
Get to the point.
Don't tell me what to say. I love him. Hey, I'm a Florida boy. He's from Fort Myers. I'm from St. Petersburg.
But
he's one of the most prominent professional athletes in the world, regardless of sport. He don't know shit about the quarterback position. Nothing.
Which is clear.
Nothing. Clearly, it's probably one of the most misguided things Shedeur has in his bubble. Because Prime attributes the things that he did and he needed at cornerback to become prime time. He thinks they're applicable at this position. It's not. Look how he mishandled Caden Slater. He still ain't came out and said, my bad. He comes out and says, oh, Caden knows how we play quarterback here. No, you mishandled the situation. You got a talented kid from Liberty. He played an uneven game against Georgia Tech, and you panicked and benched him and probably cost yourself the Houston game because of it. And if you end up not being bowl eligible, you need to look back and say, you know what, maybe just because I'm brilliant in one space, I don't know nothing about this quarterback position. And this is another thing. You don't know Lamar's going to play for 10 more years. And guess what? Go and learn from Lamar might be the best thing ever happened to Shedeur, because watch this, Smitty. What do you still get even if you back up Lamar? You still get opportunities in the preseason to go and showcase your ability. You will get opportunities generally in Baltimore. They've locked up. Matt Flynn went out and balled the last game of the regular season for the Green Bay Packers in a game that didn't matter and got a massive deal from the Seattle Seahawks based on one game. The thing is, the supporting cast in Baltimore, the supporting cast in Philly is so much better than the supporting class in Cleveland. It might be better for you to take this other road. Like, that's what he does not understand about the quarterback position. Shedeur's not talented enough to go to a bad franchise with subpar talent on offense and change the organization. But he is good enough to go to a good franchise with a good supporting cast and be a playoff caliber quarterback. Like I'm just saying, Prime, you really need to just back when it comes to this particular position, because you don't understand it, you don't know it, and it's based on how you've handled it in the last 2 years, period.